G'day, my name is Dan Stan and I'm an Australian CTO and programmer, and today we're going to be looking at an article written by Microsoft, and it's talking about the new run dialog that's faster, cleaner and more capable. Here we go, the new run dialog, faster, cleaner and more capable. So they talk about we've shipped the new run dialog and we want to say thanks. As a team behind the Windows terminal and Power Toys, we're excited to bring this to Windows 11, and your feedback helped shape it. So it goes through that. Run has been rebuilt from the ground up. Modern design, faster than ever before, performance. Now, I've seen a few things about this performance here, saying that it's gone from 104 milliseconds to 94 milliseconds. So not a huge increase. It is faster than before, but they're talking about it could have probably been a lot more there. So refreshing the look of it. I don't know if you use Windows as your main computer. I use a Mac mostly for work, but I have a side computer. Actually, it's often games, if it is anything, and this one here for streaming or videos. So the modern run dialog is slowly running out. The modern run dialog is slowly rolling out inside our current insider builds as an opt-in feature, so we can turn this on as an experimental run dialog. I will have a look at it later on, but maybe not get a chance this video. So they built it. So Windows Run, known as the run dialog, is a surface that has been around for 30 years, over 30 years. It has become heavily relied upon tool for developers and advanced users alike. Users have decades of muscle memory when they hit WinR and navigate through their run history, hitting enter to access various paths and tools. We all have our favorite tool when we launch there as well. For some of us, our favorites are Windows Terminal, MSTC, Remote Desktop, WinWord, but it's more than just a text box that runs things. The run dialog can handle navigating both local and network file paths, as well as everything it does. Oh, and everything it does fast. Windows R opens a run dialog seemingly instantly. So data-driven engineering. When we set out on creating new experience, we knew the existing dialog was fast. So as much as they're talking about how much faster as a key thing, they're also saying it's fast. So I guess they were just saying we can't break it, we can't make it worse. So as much as that's a feature, originally it was 103 milliseconds, now down to 94. Not a huge difference. So saying that it was already being used for basically everything, or everyone was using it, or software devs or whoever were using it, and how fast it was meant that they needed to do better. Heavily inspired by Power Toys Run and a key theme of doing work quicker with your keyboard. In fact, Power Toys has been our testing ground for a lot of ideas over these last years. So they started with Power Toys, that makes sense. Mock-ups, so they went through these different mock-ups ideas. And that was a few years ago, so looking at that, I guess how it'll fit in with the latest design. By our measurements, the modern run dialog has a median time to show of just 94 milliseconds. Okay, so that's not even, that makes sense. So that's what they're going on there. Collaborated tightly with partners across the platform to get these UI surfaces loading snappy. Improvements we've made to the platform don't just run fast, or don't just make run fast, but they help the whole OS more efficient. Help make it more efficient over time. They expect it to improve, and that makes sense. It's pretty standard. You make something and then you can improve on it. Obviously, if you're trying to do something fast, you might restart it and do it again and kind of build on what you learn each time until you get the result. And they got a new feature there of typing to get to your home directory. Most important thing is team is getting feedback. Okay, yep. So this is one I'll have a go with and see what it's like. Interesting though is the comments, having a look there. They're basically going, okay, you could have made it faster. And then this one said, why is this a blog post? I'm embarrassed for you. I assume you're an intern and this is the first features you've implemented. That's great, but just tell your mum next time. And also 94 milliseconds is extremely slow to open a run dialog. So it's an interesting mix of feedback here. There's obviously people going, well, you could also get to your user directory already. So it's an interesting one. We've seen changes here. It's a part of Microsoft trying to win back people back to Windows who've been lost with all of the slowness and all of the changes over the last few years. So that'll be interesting to see. I don't know what you thought about this. This is my first attempt at reading an article. Probably pretty evident by my stuttering, and I definitely missed a couple of paragraphs, and I wasn't sure exactly what I was doing. But if you have any ideas, leave comments. Yeah, any other articles to read, I'm happy to start that and have a look through. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see ya.